and we've been talking Broncos. We talked about your team. Now let's get into it. We know the season, like I said, about less than 2 months away. Okay, right around the corner. We're in the middle of July. Hall of Fame game is in a couple weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go into it. Your schedule, the 2022 schedule is out. I'm going to put it on the screen really quick and run through it. You got Seattle, Houston, San Francisco, the Raiders, Colts, Chargers, Jets, Jags. Then you have your bye week. Then you come back with the Titans, the Raiders, the Panthers, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Cardinals, the Rams, the Chiefs again, and end with the Chargers. Woo! That's a rough schedule at certain parts. What are your thoughts when you just first seeing that?
It's a little tough.
Yeah.
AFC West definitely playing everybody twice. We've also got the Rams in there, which are the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yep.
I mean, San Francisco isn't an easy game. Seattle will be interesting because Russ is playing against his team. And it will be interesting to see what Pete Carroll has done with Locke and Fant.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to, because one of my favorite players on the team before the trade was Shelby Harris.
Yeah.
And he's over there. Honestly, if you're a football fan or a sports fan, follow his podcast. It's called Shell Shocked. He's funny. He's really funny. He's a huge Milwaukee fan. He's from Wisconsin. He's huge Bull, Bucks, and all of that. But he's a lot of fun. He's also like, I'm not kidding. There were so many times in the last couple of years, if a ball got batted down, I was like, was that Shelby?
Right.
It was Shelby. There was Shelby's big mitt going up. And so I was a little upset with that trade. That was the one that I kind of was like, I don't think it was a bad trade. It just kind of hit me more in the heart because I like them. But I don't know. I mean, like I kind of alluded to earlier, I mean, we could end up winning 2 more games than we did last year.
Right.
I think we'll do better than that. I think we'll probably be around the 75%.
Okay.
But I'll be my group. We are talking about going down to the Nashville game, so I'll definitely be down there for that one. That's one that is looking at. I was looking into possibly going to London, but that's too hard of a trip to do in like 3 days. So Panthers, well, if McCaffrey's son is healthy, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Though I do love Christian. He's
sweet. Oh, he is solid, without a doubt.
And the thing is they say he's the least talented of the McCaffrey boys.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Like his son that just signed, I think he's Texas or something.
Yeah.
He's like even more talented than Christian is. Yeah.
Wow. Ooh. Okay, let me find out. Now
we'll see if that happens because I mean Christian has set the bar really high.
Very right. Hey, but look, the father didn't do that bad now.
Oh no. And their mom was a I don't know if she medaled in the Olympics, but she definitely medaled in NCAA track and field. Her father was the USC track coach. So the joke they make is the two of them getting together was just so they could breed fast white boys.
There you go. And it worked.
It worked. But yeah, all the boys played football. They all played. I can't remember what the private school is in Denver.
Yeah.
That Christian in its name. They all played football there. They're all like one went to Duke, another one went to Duke. They're just kind of all over the place. Yeah. But yeah, that one will be interesting. Ravens, I'll have to see that game get a little bit closer to see how we're gelling.
Yeah.
Because my fear with some of the Bronco fandom is that, as you saw in there, there's some tough games the first 6 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have some losses. It's going to happen. And I just hope that fans don't turn on Russell and Hackett from the beginning. Because even Peyton Manning had a few losses his first year.
Well, right. He had to get into the mix. But like you said, you got San Francisco, you got the Raiders, the Colts, and the Chargers all in a row. Then you have a Jets and a Jaguars, both teams who have done a lot of stuff this offseason. And then you have a bye week. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, the first couple of games you mentioned, those are winnable games if our offense is going and if our defense is doing good. Exactly. They are winnable games, where last year some of those it would just be like, we're not going to give above 20 and we're not going to be able to play this pass game, that i.e. Kansas City.
Right.
Jacksonville, we'll see what happens. That was a completely dysfunctional team last year.
Right.
And your QB can only do so much. And he was my fantasy QB, so I know he had ups and downs.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he had some games where you're like, all right, this is what I've been waiting for. And then some other ones are like,
I traded for Teddy one time.
Oh, man. Yeah, and then down the stretch, you talked about going into Tennessee. You have the Raiders game, the Panthers, the Ravens, but then the Chiefs. Those two are to be solid. Then you talked about they go into the NFC West with the Cardinals and the Rams, and then end with the Chiefs and the Chargers. So it really doesn't get easy any way you look at it. But like you said, if that offense is clicking, if you guys can avoid the injury bug, and just gel in that first year, I mean, I see some positive. I see that you'll be in the playoff hunt. I can see potentially making the playoffs, outside looking in. But it could be rough.
Yeah,
it could be rough, but it could be positive. I think Russell Wilson puts you above what, like you said, like you said last year.
He's hands above what we were dealing with before. I mean, it was one of those that there were some games that were winnable, and there was just some like Kermit was just going to skewer us, no matter how good our defense was.
Yeah.
We just couldn't. Well, we couldn't stop Kelsey, which was an issue. And so those games, we came close. There was both of the Kansas City games last year were pretty close compared to what it was in the past. So our defense was there. We just got to get our offense worked out. Oakland, Derek Carr is better than I think people give him credit for.
I absolutely agree.
I have wanted to steal him from the Raiders for years because he's another one that people just kind of was like, okay, he went to San Diego State. He's okay. And he turned out really good.
He did.
Once you get past his first two receivers and his tight end, then his personnel kind of starts to fall off. Same with Kansas City, and kind of same way with Chargers. Like Mike Williams is getting older, and the tight end at the Chargers is completely slipping my mind, and I feel so bad right now.
No, not Gates. Gates left.
Oh no, it starts with a K. I can't remember his name. I feel so bad.
I blank too.
Yeah, they're both getting older. I mean, Herbert is good. He's got some people, but again, it's kind of like with a lot of the teams in the AFC West. Good pass rushers. Their defenses are going to be really good. They're going to be going after the quarterback. How well is their second team or second line receivers going to step up into the plate, and how are they going to be able to deal with that? And like we talked about earlier, I mean, Mahomes lost Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
And that was his number one person besides Kelsey that he would go to. So that's why I think the AFC West is kind of a toss-up. Yeah. We could split every game with everybody.
Oh, it's going to be black and blue.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be black and blue.
So, sorry. I was going to say, so give me something. I know you're not going to give me a record or anything like that, but give me what you think is a fair assessment. What do you think you guys are going to do this year?
Can you put that up again so I can kind of look at it? Let's see. So 8, 4. I'm going to say, what is it now? 17 weeks. I have to do math in my head now. I'm going to go 10-7. I think we'll split all the AFC West games.
Yeah.
I definitely think Seattle and Houston are doable wins.
Yeah.
So's the Jets. So's Jacksonville.
Yeah. Very true.
And I think I might have included Tennessee in there, though Tennessee has gotten pretty good over the last couple of years. So that might be more of a black and blue kind of game. But I'll say 9-10 games, which is definitely an improvement over last year.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.